Hi everybody. I wanted to do a quick video because I was playing with this today and think it's pretty cool and thought some other zombies might find some use for this. So I've been making a bunch of the sticky note holders and I've posted some of my creations on the group. And I was trying to figure out how to package them like for shipping or even maybe at craft shows. And I came up with shrink bags. I have never used these before, but they are so much fun. So I wanted to show this. This is one that I did. Sorry if the camera's rocking around here. So it's all sealed up. And if you look, like everything stays put. The pen stays put, nothing moves. And so that makes it really useful for mailing or just even displaying or gifting, however you want to do that. So I'm going to do a quick video to show you how to accomplish this in case you're interested. These are 100 gauge PVC shrink bags. I got these on eBay. I'm not going to bother posting a link or anything. You can look them up. But it's a pack of 100. I think I paid like $10 for them. And they just look like these really thin sheets. If you're used to shrink plastic on windows or even some laminating sheets, kind of a similar concept. And they're sealed except for this one end. So we've got an open end here. This size, it took a little bit to find them, but this is 7 inches by 10 inches. And these are perfect for the sticky note holders because the width is just right. And I'm going to show you here. So my first suggestion is to put the bottom of the project facing out the opening of the bag. So in this case, the bag opens here. So I'm going to put this end facing out. And the reason we do this is because when it's time to shrink, if the seam is at the bottom, it hides it nicely here on the back. The first one I did, I put the opening up here, and I got this ugly seam right up next to the pen line. So put your opening of the bag towards the bottom of your project. So in this case, I am going to open this. There's a little bit of static going on this time of year, so it's a little tricky, but I'm going to slide that in there. The pen is definitely the most difficult part, but don't hesitate to kind of wiggle it around in there. So I am sliding that up in there. And like I said, they're 7 inches wide, and these sticky note pads are like 6 3/4 or something, so it's a good fit there. Once I get it where I want it, I'm going to move my pen around so it's in the right spot. All right, so there's what I have. Got my bag. Here's my opening down here. And there is the project in the bag. Then I'm going to use a bag sealer. You can buy little handheld ones. When I was looking for this, I saw some little like handheld ones. This one is I think it's the Celebrate It brand. Yeah, we'll say that. I don't see the label on it right now, but I'm pretty sure it's the Celebrate It brand from Michaels. And these are really handy. Get the cord out of the way here so it's laying flat. So this has different heat settings on it and everything. You can see here it kind of just has this, alligator thing going on. And I am going to get everything situated where I want it. And then I'm going to stick this in here. Press it down. There's a light. Count to about 3 seconds. And when you lift it back up, it might be hard to see in the light, but it's sealed right through there. So now it can't come out. Next, you're going to use scissors and trim the excess off. So I'm going to get right up close to that seal. It's probably 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bigger. So you have some room that if you cut into it, you're still okay. So I've cut my excess off, and there's the seal. Now, this is my favorite part, just because I don't know if you ever got into Shrinky Dinks as a kid or something. Like, there's just something entertaining about this. So I'm going to take my heat gun. I used to do a lot of embossing, so I still have my heat gun from that crafting project. And I'm going to hold the pen in place when I flip it. So I'm going to take that and hold the pen so it doesn't move. I'm going to flip it over. And then I'm going to turn the heat gun on. Now, especially with the resin, you want to keep this moving because these can get up to 200 and some degrees. So I'm just going to hold this here and I'm going to start moving. And if you see, it's starting to shrink. So I'm doing the back. That way, just on the off chance there's any sort of weird melting, then I can hide it easier. So So I'm going to keep it moving. Plastic is still shrinking. If you can see, it's nice, getting nice and smooth. You get your corners, pull those in. Then I'm going to flip it over. This side, I definitely keep moving, and I even hold it back maybe a little further than usual because I don't want to mess up the vinyl or the resin or anything else that's going on this side. Whoop. You know, like throwing it across the room. So if you keep moving, it's going to get nice and smooth there. Keep moving. And because you put your seam at the bottom, there we go. Because you put your seam at the bottom, you really can't see it. It makes a nice tight seal. And you can kind of see in the light there. So now that's holding everything in. It's nice and sealed up. It's not sticking to anything underneath. This is using UV resin. The vinyl itself is just printed vinyl from Zindy, and it is not sealed, so there isn't as much resin on this one. And it's all self-contained. So like I said, these are, I got a 100 count pack of shrink bags. They were 100 PVC. I think I paid like $10 for 100 of them with free shipping. And then this was, I think it was originally maybe 40 at Michael's, but I had a 40% off coupon, so I got it for 20 some dollars. And this, I don't even know, I've had it for years, but it's just a crafting heat gun. That way it's not blowing air, it's just providing the heat without blowing things around. So there you go. If I can answer any questions, let me know. Hope somebody might have found this helpful.